victim blaming, victim mentality. So I made a post just recently on a social media channel, and on the channel, it was like a private group. And I asked, well, actually, I made a statement. I was just saying, wow, it's so sad to see all of these businesses in our local downtown closing. And we were one of them. My brand was one of them. And the reason why, well, there was a lot of reasons, but the whole area is affected by like multiple different things that are going on. And instead of like gathering around and like really trying to find a solution, I realized people blame things like money, parking, accessibility, a whole host of things. And I'm not just talking about, just for my single brand, 7 other businesses that I know closed down in the same street, in the same 3 blocks. And that is a ridiculously large amount of businesses that just decided not to be downtown. And when I mean closed, I don't mean like they all permanently closed. I don't even know if some of the other businesses permanently closed. I think we all had other locations. So, it was just that particular location. I know a bunch of us just moved from that street. And kind of like a heads up type of warning, too, for any of the businesses that were looking to actually have a location downtown in that particular road. And it's like the main road. And I was just trying to like find a way we could talk about it and find like a solution and things. And that's why I really posted it. And I wanted just to make people aware, like all these businesses literally just closed down in the last like year. Okay. So when I posted it, like majority of the people, either they, like were like sad about it and stuff. And that was like 80 people did that. And it was like a really slow, like low response for this group too, because the last time I posted anything about like downtown area or whatever, it was like 400 people. But either way, but a lot of people, I just went and looked, about like 100 of them were like anything for money, for parking, for the type of like business it was. Luckily, nobody spoke exactly anything bad about us and our business, because I didn't even think about that. I was just like, oh, well, they didn't say anything about us, thank God. But then I was thinking, wow, well, my daughter actually brought it up, like, wow, did we really make an impact? Like, did we really make an impact if nobody really had a strong feeling about us being there or not being there? And I'm like, good point, good point. So something to ponder on, today. Like, are you making a big enough impact, either positive or negative, that people are going to say something about you when eventually you're not around anymore? And I think that's a good thing to reflect on, because like, wow, like what can we do differently to make a bigger impact? And so, yeah, just think about that. Also, when people are looking for solutions, and if you want to kind of like help the mission, like a lot of people are like, oh, well, if you're in that mentality, think of solutions. And that's the way you get ahead in anything in life. And I was just thinking, wow, there's so many people that blame like the system, or blame like, other things like the environment or the cost, when they're dropping the money other places. And I point that out too to a couple people, because they were like, well, I go downtown and eat. And I'm like, yeah, and the meals cost like $80 at least. And they're like, yeah, well, that's what I choose to do. And I'm like, well, you're obviously spending that kind of money already, but you're just not spending it on those types of businesses, like the retail. Because the main fact is like a lot of the retail was like leaving, and there was 7 retail locations that shut down. And so we're losing the diversity we have of the downtown area. And there's still a lot of really amazing businesses that we currently have down there, but I know their struggles, because since I was down there every day practically for a year, I've talked to a lot of them. I was a part of the like business community and did the networking groups and everything. And so, you hear these things. I just wanted to make people in the community aware about it. But yeah, so if you're victim blaming, or like kind of like sidestepping the issue, but you want other people to solve it, ask yourself, how can you do better? How can you help out? And other than that, if there's something like like if you do like a research thing and you're realizing people aren't really like giving you hate on your social media or like having any strong opinions about what you're doing, either good or bad, then ask, are you really like making a difference? Are you really standing out? And we're reflecting on that a lot. We're like doing things a little bit differently and planning some big things here on social media and in our own brand. And we're gonna definitely like put ourselves out there more.